Alright guys, haven't done a late night laundry room rambling video in a while, so here we go. Doing a little bit of a clean with me kind of thing. It is 10:41 at night. It's Thursday, January 20th, the same night that I just did my Sobeys grocery haul. And I decided, after I filmed that, I had to run back to Sobeys at 9 to pick my daughter up from work. And then came home, had a quick bite to eat, relaxed for a few minutes, and then thought, no, I gotta get some stuff done before bed. The longer I sit still, the less likely I am to get anything else done tonight. So, I have fallen behind on the laundry. I have had a migraine now for 2 weeks, 16 days, 2 weeks and 2 days. Started 2 weeks ago Tuesday. Don't really know what the cause of this particular migraine was, or is. It isn't fully gone yet. It's still just kind of lurking in the background, threatening to come back full strength at any time. I'm hoping it disappears entirely soon, but who knows. I just have kind of learned to work through and work around migraines as best I can. Some days are easier than others. Haven't worked at the school this week. I'm going to try and go tomorrow. My work schedule at Sobeys has been kind of all over the place. Plus, we had a pretty miserable snowstorm on Monday. And I was not up for, well, Monday, Tuesday, I guess. There were no classes on Monday anyway. But I was not up for, on Tuesday, trying to drive to the school in that weather. The school job is about an hour to hour and a half, and you get a flat rate pay of $15. And it's not like the other school I used to work at that I could walk to. This one I have to drive to. And my car has had a check engine light on for a good while now. Don't know why, don't know what's going on. Don't have the funds right now to fix it, but soon, hopefully, maybe once we get our taxes back. But I just was not up for, I don't like winter driving even if I didn't have a check engine light on my car. Not a big fan of winter driving, but normally if it's just cold, I'll drive to the school and I'll work. But in the weather that we had, where we had, I don't even know how many inches of snow we got Monday, Tuesday, but it was bad. So the roads are a mess. I'm like, I am not putting wear and tear on my car and anxiety on myself driving in those kind of winter driving conditions for $15. Because if I end up in an accident, either because I get real anxious or whatever, my deductible is going to cost me a lot more than the $15 I'm getting paid for that day. And then my car will be out of commission while it either gets replaced or repaired. So I'm like, no, not going to happen. Initially, I picked up an extra shift at Sobeys for Tuesday, which was why initially I wasn't going to work on Tuesday at the school, and that shift got canceled. But then when it got canceled, I was not about to go try and do the school and deal with those road conditions. The roads were bad. Not for $15. So I'm hoping to try and go tomorrow. It's been really cold here this week. Cold I can live with, but tomorrow it's warming up a little bit, but then with the warming up comes more snow. So, I mean, I have to try and get some hours in at the school, so I'm going to try and go tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be too bad of a snowfall, but hopefully I'll be able to still drive. And then next week, I think I'm trying to do 3 shifts at the school next week if I can. So, at Sobeys right now, the hours are a little bit lower because it's the post-Christmas slump. You know, January, the hours are always a little low. I just had 3 shifts scheduled this week, but then I picked up an extra shift. So I've had 4. That's not bad. I can live with that. The one I was supposed to do on Tuesday would have made 5, and that would have been really nice. But I've also been really tired too. I'm trying to recover from the Christmas season and dealing with these migraines. Speaking of the Christmas season, it's January 20th, and I have not taken my Christmas decor down yet. I'm always a mid-November to mid-January kind of person anyway, but this might be pushing it even for me. Although, I did see in my Facebook memories that January 20th 2 years ago, I was putting stuff away. So I guess it's pretty close. Although, today's January 20th 2 years later, and I'm not putting it away, it's still up. It probably won't happen until Saturday or Sunday. Well, probably not even Saturday, because I think my daughter wants to go to the barn that day to ride the horse that she's park boarding. So unless we put Christmas away in the evening, but there's so much, like it takes a day just to put it up. So you can imagine it takes an equivalent amount of time to put it all away. So maybe Sunday, which normally I would say, no, it's church on Sunday, but right now with the COVID restrictions being what they are, we're not having in-person church at the moment. We're hoping to have, starting the first Sunday in February, being able to resume again, hopefully, provided that the restrictions don't get tightened yet again. If things stay as they are now, we hope to be able to resume at that point. So, I'm just trying to get this laundry folded. I have been way behind. As you know from previous videos, if you've been watching, I do all the laundry. I don't mind doing it. I do get frustrated sometimes because it's 10:45 at night and I'm doing laundry. Although, this is early for me. I've been doing laundry at 1:30 in the morning different times. Especially when my daughter used to have the early morning, Sunday morning shifts at Sobeys and needed her stuff for like 7 o'clock in the morning. Although I'm trying to get better at, if I know her apron's in the wash or her work uniform or shirt or whatever's in the wash, I'm trying to get better at making sure that's done before the night before, like maybe a day in advance. But it's just hard to stay on top of along with everything else. So anyway, with this migraine, I had a bit of a stomach bug Tuesday, Wednesday, so it was just as well that my shift at Sobeys got canceled Tuesday. Between that and having a bit of a stomach bug, and then the weather being what it was, well, actually the stomach bug didn't hit till Tuesday night, but then yesterday, Wednesday, it was still bugging me. So because Tuesday I didn't work at the school, the weather was really bad. I did drive to the church that evening for a Bible study, but that's like 5 minutes. It's so close. So, and then it was at the end of that my stomach started hurting, and it was like, okay, I guess I've got a little something going on, and I just didn't feel great yesterday. But it's okay. I mean, having Tuesday at home and the snowstorm and Wednesday to kind of be here at home were okay, but it's not like they were productive days, because with me not feeling great, I just didn't get, I'm only now just kind of starting to feel human and get laundry caught up, or start to catch up. But it gets out of control fast if I don't get on top of it. So I have a load of darks in the washing machine that need to go in the dryer. So I need to get this folded. If you've watched my videos before, you will know that this is my nemesis. Folding laundry is, well, and putting away is my weakness. One of them. That and paper filing. Even though I have a filing cabinet that is organized alphabetically and each folder within there is by date order, I have no reason to procrastinate on that, and yet I do. So, I don't know. But I just want to get this stuff done. And then I have a very, very small amount of whites on the floor, not enough to make a load yet, and a couple of reds. I tend to do my laundry in whites, light colors like grays, blues, this kind of thing, and darks. And sometimes I do green stuff, like, because my daughter loves her lime green. Sometimes I do those in a separate load because there's a lot of lime green, like hoodies and stuff. If there's enough to make a load, just out of fear that it might color. Although most of the stuff's old enough and it's been washed enough that it shouldn't color, and I know better than that. But sometimes if there's enough of them, I'll make a load just of the greens. But if there's not enough, if there's only like 3 or 4, then I'll just throw them in with the color load, because most of the greens, save for maybe one hoodie or pullover sweater that's not a lime green, it's more of a dark green, that one might color. I'm always afraid. So but if that's the case, then I could do that, just put that one in with the darks, like the black stuff, because it's not going to color that. So normally I do whites, light colors, and darks. Sometimes greens if there's enough for a load of those, or definitely I usually keep the reds separate. Towels I don't do separate usually, unless I have a lot. Like when water's leaking in my basement and I put towels down to sop that up, and I've got a bunch of towels to kind of wash and dry, then yes. But normally I put white towels in with whites, my light blue towels in with the blue, like the colors, or the dark burgundy set of towels in with the darks. I probably could just do a load of towels, but I don't usually. So just trying to get this folded, and then my daughter will have to at some point take her basket of clothes upstairs and put it away. It's not going to happen tonight. She's not in bed. She's a night owl like me, but she's on her laptop and on her phone talking to her friends and doing stuff, so she won't be putting things away at this hour. But I'll fold everything up, leave it in a basket down here for her, and then eventually quite often she comes down and just gets what she needs out of the basket, which, I don't know, sometimes she'll actually take the basket upstairs and put it all away. That's what I prefer. My stuff is folded and sitting in a basket waiting to be put away too, but that one doesn't bug me so much because that's on me. That's my stuff. It's on my head. Okay. Oops, we're losing socks. So, but yeah, Christmas was good, but it was busy. I had finally, after becoming a member of my church in the fall, finally been given the opportunity, well, sort of, like I've been wanting to get involved in music at my church. Had to wait till my membership was approved, and then it's like, well, the services are small because of COVID restrictions, and therefore the worship teams are very small. But then I heard them say at the business meeting that most of the usual worship leaders for Christmas Eve were not going to be available. So I volunteered to help, and then I was told, well, you know, somebody else made arrangements already, we have people covered. And I'm like, yeah, but I went and I talked to work and made arrangements to be off that day so I could help you guys. So because of that, they worked me in, and I was able to join the team for that night. And I mean, I've been singing since 1985. I've been singing since I was a teenager. Lots of experience, but I got a bit of stage fright that night, and I did okay. But I know what I'm capable of, and I could have done better. It wasn't bad. Anybody else, like everybody else, has told me what a great job I did. Lots of compliments. So I should probably just take that and be happy, but I know what I'm capable of, and I know that I wasn't my complete self. My one ear was plugged that morning when I got up. I had a heck of a time hearing. One of the other girls beside me was a little off at times. She was having trouble finding her notes, and that was throwing me off too. So I got into my own head, and I shouldn't have. With 35 plus years of experience, there's no way I should have gotten in my own head like that. But also, it was my first time singing in public in 3 or 4 years, and my first time singing in public in this church, so I'm trying to make a good impression. And it was a live stream service. I've never done anything live stream before. And also, it's one of those things where people sometimes attend church, or maybe in this case, watch church because it's online on Christmas. People will attend or tune in this case, on Christmas that would never otherwise set foot in a church because it's Christmas. So all of a sudden I had in my back of my head that, you know, there's going to be people tuning in more so than usual because there's people that never ever go to church that will be watching. So I got really nervous. I think from what I'm hearing, it sounds like I did really a lot better than I think I did, but I'm very hypercritical of myself. With the number of years of experience I have in music, I expect a high standard of myself. So, and I did well, but I think I could have done better. I know me. So anyway, so there was that. And then once that service was over, we went to friends for the evening for a couple of hours. And I basically kind of zoned out because I had my fire hall delivery to do Christmas Eve. And so that morning I got up, wasn't feeling 100%, my ear was plugged, and the nerves were already setting in. And I made the butterscotch confetti squares to go, well, the friend's house we were going to after the service, I was supposed to take desserts or treats over there too, as well as having 3 baskets to prepare for the fire halls. So here I am, not feeling the best, getting nervous, making Rice Krispie squares, making mini cheesecakes, and making butterscotch confetti squares, some of which to put in the fire hall baskets, and some of which to take to our friends for Christmas Eve. So I had 2 big 9x13 pans of Rice Krispie pans to make, 1 butterscotch confetti pan, and then I ended up totally forgetting to slice that square up and put it in the baskets for the fire halls or take it to my friends, go figure, and the mini cheesecakes. So that was how I spent the morning, and then had to be at the church Christmas Eve at 3:30 for sound check to get ready. All these shirts have to be hung up after. And then got 3 socks that don't have mates They have to turn up somewhere. Why do dryers do this? Why do dryers do this? So we got over there, service went reasonably well, sat down. I hadn't eaten all day at all, probably, or drank. My daughter said I looked like a zombie because I just kind of slumped in the chair. The hostess, she got me up and took me to the other room and got me some food and drink in me, like some juice, some water, and some snacks. And then we were there till 10. By the time we went home, I ran home and quickly finished wrapping up the 3 baskets for the fire halls. It was almost midnight. By the time I went to all 3 fire halls, I was going to rang the bell, talk to them, explain who I was there in memory of, gave them the goodies, took a picture at one fire hall that we always do, like the one we usually go to. They're always very receptive there. It was midnight, and then I still had to come home and stuff stockings before going to bed. So let me go put these away. I'll be right back. So Christmas Eve was crazy, and that's all on me because I took all that on myself, but apparently I'm not too smart. But then I get really good feedback because one of the firemen actually emailed me a few days later thanking me and saying that, you know, I and my deliveries and my Uncle Jack, who I do the memories in memory of, have become well known around the fire department. And that's the first time any of the firemen or chiefs or whoever or captains have acknowledged me in any way, or the deliveries. I always include a card with it that has his picture, my uncle's picture, and that he was a war veteran and a deputy fire chief, and his birth and death dates. And, you know, when I deliver it, I explain that I'm there in memory of him. And this is the first time anybody has actually answered that. So, getting an email like that little bit of acknowledgement is enough to kind of bolster my spirits and keep me going. Even if I'm tired, it's like, okay, this is why I do it. It's all worth it. See, the firemen said that they remember me and that I'm well known throughout the department now. My deliveries are well known and they appreciate it. And that little bit of kindness, kind words is enough to make me feel good and to make me think, yep, this is why I do it, and it's worth all the tiredness in the world. And that motivates me to do it all over again come Easter, which I will, because I go on my uncle's birthday in August, and last year I added an Easter delivery, and I go on Christmas Eve. I've been doing this since August 2015. So, okay, that is enough. I have more laundry to put in my basket, and then I have some shirts I have to hang up too. I'll do that in a minute here. Good heavens, I am not putting all these towels away at this hour. Not gonna happen tonight. That can go here. I'd really like to know where those other socks went. And my basket. I can't really complain or be too hard on my daughter for not putting her clothes away, because mine aren't put away either. But, I mean, I can and I can't. I mean, hers aren't put away, but I also do it for her too. Like, I wash and dry and fold it all for her. So, she needs to get on it and get her stuff put away at some point soon. Okay. But yeah, I need to put mine away too. This is ridiculous. Stuff is sitting perched up on top of the rabbit cage here. Okay. Yeah, it's too tall. Okay. Now, I think these guys can go here. I don't even know what I'm doing. It is 11 o'clock at night now, and I'm still doing this. I'm going to end this for the evening here. and go and sit down. Oops, maybe watch a bit of TV to unwind. I think that might be a good idea. Technically, if I was ambitious, I was going to say if I was smart, but I probably shouldn't say that. If I was ambitious, I could go put my own laundry away right now while I watch TV, because it's right there. It's on, the TV's on top of the dresser. I just don't know if I feel like it. I worked tonight till 7:30, which isn't as late. Sometimes I work until 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I didn't work at the school today, so I shouldn't say that I'm that tired. But I don't know. I should. Like you can see, my basket is really full, so I really probably should just go put it all away. Maybe I'll talk myself into it. I'm kind of trying to talk myself into it right now. I don't know that I'm succeeding though. Still with the 3 lone socks. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. Well, that is that. That's my basket. I'll hang up those shirts in a few minutes. Alright, time to get this lint screen cleaned out and stuff in the dryer, and that's probably enough for tonight. I do also need to put my Sobeys receipts together and enter them into my drawer at work. You can, at work, you can submit your Sobeys receipts that are either $75 or more, or if you don't have one that's $75, you can put multiple receipts together as long as they total a minimum of $75, and put those into the monthly grocery draw. So I take mine and do that, and I get Rachel to give me hers, my daughter, and put hers into the draw. I have won several times. Those are, all it is all you win is $10 gift cards for the store. There's 3 a month. There are 3 winners a month. I won like 4 months in a row. I won one point last year. Haven't for a while now. And at one point, Rachel finally won one time. That's also something I do for her. She doesn't put those in the drawer herself. She really should. I know most people say that since she's 21, almost 22, that I do too much for her, but I'm trying to help, and you know. So she has won once, and I've won a few times. And I do have more receipts to organize to put in, but I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight. Probably not. We are going to get some chicken breast, put in a marinade for tomorrow's supper. I'm going to use that salad dressing as my marinade for the chicken breasts. One of the 4 packs of chicken breasts that I bought at my work tonight. they're marinating. Put those in the fridge overnight. And put those up tomorrow. For tomorrow evening supper, hopefully. Hi everybody, I'm back. It is now Friday evening. What time is it? 9:42 Friday evening. Haven't vlogged or filmed anything at all today. I was going to work at the school at the lunch program today, but decided against it. The weather, it was just horrific here. Not another major dump of snow, but some fresh snow, and the winds were really high to the point that there was multiple highway closures. Not that I need to take a highway to get to the school, I don't. But there were some road closures here, like the perimeter highway that goes around the edge of the city, that they closed the entire perimeter highway. That never happens. Sometimes they close a section of it if there's been an accident, but they never ever close the entire. So I thought, you know what? My job at the school is an hour, hour and a half. I get a flat rate for that 1 hour that I'm there, $15. And I'm like, you know what? My deductible for my car insurance is more than $15. So if I go out in these road conditions, even though I'm not on the highway, the city streets weren't much better. my deductible is going to cost me more than the $15 I'll earn if I get into an accident on these roads. So I called in. I'm like, nope, not happening. I hate to leave them in the lurch, but I was not about to go out in that weather. So stayed home and instead went to work at Sylvie's tonight. I was going to do both, and I don't like to call into the school, but you know, the roads were just not good. So I finished work at 8:30, had to stick around till 9 because my daughter works there too and she wasn't done till 9. So we came home and yeah, I got a nice surprise when I got home from work. So let me turn you around and I'll show you what it is. When I got home from work tonight, I found a care package in the mail from my friend in Northern Ontario. One of my friends in Northern Ontario. I have a few friends that live there. And I knew this was coming. She had told me that there was a package on the way and to look out for it, but I had no idea what was in it. She knows that I like flamingos. She's a bird person like me and has some parrots, some conures and stuff herself. But she knows I like flamingos, and so she got me this mug. And it's really pretty. So I got that, and she got me a gift card for Marshalls and HomeSense winners. HomeSense is my addiction. I mean, there's also clothing in there, but there's a lot of home decor, and I should stay away from that store. But I got a $25 gift card for Christmas from a family member, but I also now, I don't know how much is on this one, but she gave me this gift card too. So depending on how much is on this card, you know, I mean, I have the 25 on the other one, and however much is on this one. So that was really nice. And then 2 packages of Hershey's Hugs, or Hershey Kisses, I guess, to have with whatever I choose to have in my mug, whether I have hot chocolate, tea, coffee, whatever. So that was a really nice end to my day. Nice surprise. And then there was also a Christmas card in the mail from a fellow YouTuber that I follow. I'd sent her and her family one of our Christmas cards and letters, and I got one from her. And considering it's already January, 21st, and I still don't have my Christmas decorations down, including my tree. The only thing that's come down so far is the window lights. I guess it's only appropriate that I got another Christmas card in the mail today. Probably sometime this weekend the cards will need to come down, or the tree and everything. Just haven't had the time to get to it. There's a lot of decorations. If you saw from my Christmas decor video that I did in December sometime, you'll see there's a lot of decorations in our house. The living room, it's not just the tree, it's the whole living room. So it's going to take quite an effort to get that all taken down and put away, just as it does to put it up. So I got a Christmas card today from her, but then this is a care package from my friend in Northern Ontario. I knew her years ago. My ex-husband was military and we were posted to CFB North Bay back in the 1990s. And so I knew her from church there, and we've stayed in touch online ever since. So she had told me that she was sending me a care package, and I didn't know what was in it, but it arrived today. And this was a very nice surprise, very thoughtful gift, very nice surprise to come home to. Okay, we are almost at the barn. This is one of the highways. I know this probably doesn't look like a lot of snow, like you're not going to see like gigantic snow, really high snow drifts like you will in the city from like the plows and stuff like this, but it's still very, very cold and a good bit of snow, but we needed that. Like last summer we had very little rain, so the farmers, like the rivers are very low, the farmers' fields are very dry. So the fact that we do have a lot of snow this winter is actually a good thing. It'll help when the spring melt, when things do melt, for the river levels and the farmers' fields to be a lot more moist. So yeah, so we're just about there, and yeah, it is cold, and 4:15 right now. It's not dark at 4:30 anymore like it has been. It's after 5 now before it gets completely dark, but it's still dark early, so looking forward to time change in the spring, but just about there. Okay, we have arrived at the barn. You want to see how much snow there is? This is how much snow there is. That is the arena where my daughter will ride inside, and it's unheated, so it's cold. Yeah, we have a good bit of snow. So this is Defondo. This is an off-the-track thoroughbred. This is the horse that my daughter is part boarding. Slowly beginning the process here of trying to get him tacked up. but he made a little mess on the ground in his stall. Okay, guys, I am in a very dangerous store for me. That is HomeSense. Lots of wonderful decor type stuff in here. I have some gift cards to spend, so I shouldn't be out of pocket too much, if anything, if I do buy anything. I've got all kinds of Valentine type stuff over here. Some towels, both Valentine's and Easter type towels, like spring ones. And even some lovely dishes. And even a table here of clearance. Some beautiful platters. That red and gold one at the back is $10. It is gorgeous. I could get into a lot of trouble in this store. Well, guys, it is Sunday evening. January, I don't even know what what is the date? 23rd? Oh my word, it's that late in January. We're going to start the process this evening of taking Christmas down. This is the latest I think I've ever done. Here's my cricket. Hi. Yes, hi. This isn't a video, isn't supposed to be about you. But it's the latest I think we've ever taken Christmas down. I don't think the tree's probably going to come down tonight because all those individual ornaments have their own boxes. A lot of them are Hallmark ones. They have their own boxes. Just a big process. But all the big stuff on the entertainment unit, the bookcase and the piano, we'll work on putting at least all the big stuff away tonight at the very least. Even though it's January 23rd and it is high time to undecorate for Christmas, it's still sad. I hate having to put it all away. But it always goes up like right after Remembrance Day, which is November 11th. So basically by mid-November. So it's basically only 9.5 months till it all comes back out. So I hate to have to take it down, but it's time. Or at least to get started. And then 9.5 months we'll do it all over again. But I guess it has to come down now in order to actually have room to put some Valentine ornaments out. I'll show you quickly a couple of recaps here. We got my daughter from 2007. My Saskatchewan Rough Riders ornament. Baby's First Christmas 2000. Rejoice, a 21st century baby. Ah, so many memories on this tree. Hate to see it all get put away. But we do this every year, right? It's time for another year. And that was a new home one. I think that was 1994. My ex-husband and I were together. Posted from North Bay. My daughter's graduation, 2018. That was one of her homemade or handmade ones that she made in toddler Sunday school years ago. There's a series of them on the tree. And a pewter ornament from a friend of mine. There's several of those. That's our cats way back when we had cats, 1994. That was made by a friend of mine. The cords are starting to get unplugged over there for the stuff on the TV for my Christmas village. So these guys are all going to slowly get put away tonight, or at least started. And with Filbert the bear from the Nutcracker. Yeah, it's sad. Always sad seeing it go away for another year. Skating on the Rideau Canal in Ottawa. It's not lit up. We haven't had the Christmas lights on for a few days now, but hate to see it go, but it is time. Time to reclaim the living room and get some Valentine stuff out and just in general take the living room back. So all these different ones. We got so many they don't fit on the tree. A lot of these are sound emitting. You know, I've got Brad Paisley here. Hannah Montana used to sing. She doesn't anymore. Lots of Muppets, snow globe type things, like Nutcracker. My daughter was involved with the children's choir that sang in the Nutcracker for several years. So we have lots of Nutcracker type ornaments. Yeah, all kinds of wonderful things. And then this was a HomeSense find this year, this flamingo, as was this pink reindeer up there. Yeah, all kinds of neat stuff. Snoopy. And this guy here, he's musical and lights up, turns around. It's a Costco ornament. And at Rexall Pharmacy, Pharma Plus, we found Mr. Dress Up Christmas ornaments. If you're in the US and you're not familiar with Mr. Dress Up, he was a Canadian TV show for kids, very similar to Mr. Rogers. Got some elves, Elf on the Shelf, Winnipeg Jets, Ottawa Senators, Saskatchewan Roughriders, and Winnipeg Blue Bombers. This was from my daughter in Sunday school when she was little. And yeah, not playing all these ornaments right now. They're all silenced at the moment, but that's also because they're going away. I mean, the batteries are still in them, but, you know, I'm just kind of quickly, briefly showing you a rundown of everything before it all goes away for another year. So, guess better get busy on the cleanup. But we'll do it all again in 9.5 months. Still a little sad to see it put away, though. And right now, I've got lots of work to do because all the boxes are up here. This is going to take a while. And that's not even everything. There's a big blue Rubbermaid tote that has boxes for all the other ornaments, too, that has to be drug out as well. So it's going to be a mess before it gets better, but in a little while, it'll be all better and back to normal for a little while. These two ornaments here. The one on the right, Rachel, is my daughter, and the other one is in memory of a child I miscarried back in 2008. And that ornament there is another one that my daughter made in toddler Sunday school years ago. And these two say Angela and Kathy, and they are my two sisters that have passed away. One in 96 and one in 2011. Our pets, that was from Christmas 2019, all their names. Yeah. And some of these were ornaments that were, my daughter got like an ornament a year when she was growing up. Ballerina ones are just from like memories of the Nutcracker production she was involved in. Lots of memories on this tree. Okay, you guys, it is 9:50 Sunday evening now. I don't know, this video, I'm not sure how long this video actually has become, so I need to wrap it up after this, but I wanted to show you, I went back to HomeSense today. As you know, I had 2 gift cards totaling $75. These are the 2 items I bought yesterday, and I had my eye on these lovely pink tulip candle holders. I left them behind yesterday, but I went back today and got them. And because I think I used up the first $25 gift card yesterday and about $1 and something on the next gift card. So I had 48 something left over on the second gift card. And if I would have just stuck with the 2 candle holders that were $20 each plus tax, that would have used the second gift card and had a few dollars left over. But I caved in and bought this vase, which was $19.99 as well, and it kind of matches, kind of goes with the candle holders a little bit. So I kind of got suckered in. So actually, all told, I used up the $48 and some cents on the second gift card and ended up being out of pocket a total of $19.04 for these 3 items today. So grand total for the whole weekend of all 5 items, I am only out of pocket $19.04. The rest was completely covered by gift cards. So I still have to figure out where I'm going to put all these, because right now the room that we were using as a dining room has kind of been taken over and become a bird room for our second deep freeze and for most of the bird cages. So technically I don't really have a dining room. So, but I keep thinking that, not sure exactly where I would put the vase yet, but definitely had a nice dining room and a nice dining room table. I would probably put the candle holders on that. So I'm not sure, but I just really like them. And because I really didn't have to pay anything for them other than the little bit that I paid for the vase, you know, I could kind of justify it because it really didn't cost me anything. So I need help, guys. I'm a HomeSense addict. I can't help it. A lot of the decor stuff I have in my house is HomeSense related, And I mean, it's not bad. Like it's not the most expensive stuff in the world. It's also not the cheapest, but it's decent quality stuff and it's pretty. And if you like decor stuff like I do, then that's, you know, that's what ends up happening. I get suckered in pretty easy. Anyway. Okay guys, I started this vlog a few days ago now. It's been several days. I'm not even sure if it was Thursday, Friday, what day I started it, but I need to wrap this up because I'm sure it's probably a 45 minute vlog by now. So I think I'm gonna need to wrap this up and get it edited and let it upload overnight. I apologize if you're not a fan of longer videos. Most of mine aren't usually this long. Sometimes my cooking ones might be 20-30 minutes or whatever. Usually grocery hauls are under that, like maybe 10-15 minutes. This one, you know, obviously if I'm vlogging, it's taking a little longer. I'm a pretty new to YouTubing kind of thing where I don't really know how to edit and speed things up to just show you stuff, you know, like cleaning or whatever faster. So forgive me if you're not a big fan of long videos, but a lot of mine aren't normally this long. But I just kind of wanted to give you a little glimpse into my world, what it's like having a weekend off for me, which I don't always have. And my days off are very seldom my days off. I say that in most of my videos, and it's true. I usually have something on the go. We're also finally, it's Sunday, January 23rd, and we finally started de-Christmasing the living room tonight. I usually am a mid-November to mid-January Christmas decorator, but I think this might be the latest I think I've ever taken it down. And it's not all down yet. We've just taken some stuff down off the piano and bookcase and entertainment unit, but we haven't even touched the tree yet. The tree will have to probably come down tomorrow night or Tuesday at this point. So it really is getting later and later every year that I take Christmas down, but I just enjoy that season so much, and it is kind of sad to see it go away. But because it's going back up in mid-November, it's only 9.5 months till we do it all over again. So it'd be nice to reclaim my living room for a little bit and get the Valentine decorations out. Which, once I get the Valentine decorations out, I will do a video showing you what I have, which isn't a ton. I don't have a lot for that holiday, but stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure the notification bell is on so that when I do put some Valentine decorations out, you will see that video. So anyway, time to sign off, and I'm back to work tomorrow, so I need to go fold some laundry downstairs. The never-ending chore. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, do subscribe if you haven't already done so. Leave a comment down below, and of course give a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video, guys. Have a great week.